take your money.
1-1. I'm not racist.
Why you want
Take it.
Cupid to hit you with the arrow?
Because I ain't never got a gift before. I just want to get one gift.
Why one?
That's one.
Oh, so that means you want to feel special.
I don't feel special.
Damn.
I think we all want to feel special.
On tomorrow,
Valentine's
nah,
Day.
tomorrow Valentine's Day. You got to show some love to somebody.
All we see is, all we get is a thank you.
Thank you.
Where we at, man? You got your little chicken shit computer out? Where we at,
I
man?
mean, we got a lot of shit going on.
I don't have nothing going on. Where we at, man?
Shit, we got shit going on.
I ain't got shit going on, man. I'm gonna talk about this shit tonight, boy, but I ain't gonna get in none of you guys' conversations. I'm just gonna tell you guys the notice of what's going on in the world. That's the only thing I can tell you guys today. You guys can tell. You guys can tell auto. Is we on yet?
Yeah, we on.
Hey, what's going on? We are here tonight, and Vern got something on his chest that he's trying to get out. But remember, we are from Just Poppin'. Just Pop in at 1030 East 25th Street. You know, you can always come and get you a great burger, and you can always look at the Wall of Legends where nobody never told. Man. Everybody up there is solid. They died solid, and this is how we get down in South Central LA. Everybody say, I never fold, I never told, but sometimes when you use those kind of words, remember the statute of 848, 846, 841. If you didn't go to trial,
don't give it to him.
Understand, you're gonna get some problems.
Yeah, don't give it
but
to
I'm
him.
here with these dudes today. You know, never told, never fold. They never did none of that. You know, Vern is a player from the bottoms.
I went on tour when I was in jail. They took me on tour. I transferred from this system, went over to their system. I thought I was going home, and I laughed at everybody, and they were there to take me. They say, "No, you ain't done yet."
Did you leave me that day?
Wait, how many?
Did you leave me?
I left you with them to the next place. They took me to the upper room.
They took you to the upper room.
Yeah, we was up in CRC, me and Whitey, Baby Sam, Black Knight, Jack. I'm talking about Black Jeff. I'm talking about all, man, it was whole East Side. Howard Lundy. No, man, it was just a whole East Side kids up in there, man. And I was the first one getting released, man. And folks gave him a dress out. I seen White. I said, see you peasants when y'all get out. Y'all got to stay here. I'm finna go home. I'm finna eat some fried chicken and get me a nice girl. I'm finna kick it up. Man, the folk gave him my clothes, gave him my money and everything. I walk out the gate. Some man was standing out there in some white suit. They had a picture. They said, yeah, that's him. Get your ass in the car. And drove me to LAX and put me on the plane.
What they do to you when you get on the plane?
They were trying to handcuff him, but the pilot wouldn't let him. Pilot said, "No, y'all can't cuff him on his way. He gonna go at it in the air."
Yeah, okay, yeah.
They said you can't cuff him up. But the police said, "But we the law." He said, "I'm the law in the air."
Yeah.
They said we the law up there. He ain't going nowhere. Take them cuffs off of him. Took me straight to Mississippi. I thought I was leaving White and there, but I just went to another place. Wasn't a better place, but another place.
Man, that happens.
But man, tonight, you know, it's a lot of talk going around on the internet about BigMeech and 50 Cent and about telling and things like that. You know, a lot of people got a lot of misunderstanding how the federal system go.
That's real.
But my brother Whitey, he know this system back and forth. He did 30 years in that system, and he fought his way back. After 30 years, he fought his way back to get his freedom, and he want to tell you about this little system and how it works. Everybody's saying, no, he ain't tell, ain't no paperwork, ain't nobody show no paperwork. But I ain't seen no paperwork. All I hear is a lot of people talking. Then you got a guy saying that he did some third party on this guy, 50-something years old, named Cuffy.
But Cuffy said he in his paperwork.
Yeah, he just got 30 years at 55. And man, that's basically a life sentence.
I mean, as far as, you know how it go, like, so I'm gonna mention the elephant. You know how Whack 100 is, right? Whack 100 is like one of them dudes that's gonna say, oh, this is what I know, this is what I know, this is what I know. And sometimes Whack can produce paperwork, and sometimes he can't. But it's deeper than Whack. It's people that, like Cuffy, that has said, hey man, this dude snitched on me. this dude is mentioned in my case. This dude has, and then it's sentencing guidelines, and that's what you're gonna talk about. It's statutes and it's things that have to happen. You're talking about somebody that did not tell, that got life based on this, what he describes it as the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So that's like this is like the Bible. So when you get hit with these numbers, it's only one way out of them numbers. And a lot of y'all, you know, this the thing about the game, right? That I understand, because I'm putting together a documentary and I don't move on the level that they move on. I ain't never been no big time dope dealer, but y'all know for real what it is. So my thing is this: when it comes to the rules of engagement, you shouldn't break those rules. Whatever you choose to do, that's what you should do. And I feel like me reading into it and me listening to 50, something ain't right. What do you say?
50 got something. He just, for 50, the way he act, he just ain't brought it to the forefront yet. But 50 got something, because he one of them dudes, he ain't going to be talking no trash if he ain't got nothing to back it up.
He ain't trying to get hit with no lawsuit. He think like a Jew. Hey, he ain't trying. He like the NFL a rap.
He's strategic with what he do. He ain't just gonna jump out there in the middle of the road and ain't got no bumper. Ain't got no bumper around him. He ain't gonna do that.
Yeah. I mean that at the end of the day is like, when you understand certain aspects of like how hip hop is. 51, dude changed New York rap by talking about a dude from New York and then literally doing everything that dude did to go platinum. He hooked up with a West Coast producer, Dr. Dre. So that vouch alone was just hella cold. So the West Coast got love for 50 on top of the fact that, yeah, and he signed to Eminem. You know what I mean? So the West Coast got a love for 50 because 50 been around. 50, you know what I mean? He a solid dude. He not. I've never really seen him say something and not stand 10 toes on what he say. So I would like to see, you know what I mean, something. And then today he posted a picture of a text from another dude that said, I know for a fact he told, because he told on me. So my way of looking at it, and correct me if I'm wrong, Whitey or Vern, is if like, say, okay, boom, we an organization, right? And then I'm not going to say me, none of us. We just going to use felonious person. Felonious person says, I'm about to bring the organization down. So you got low-level dudes and you got high-level dudes that you bring it down. Now, these low-level dudes, they don't got nothing. And you just sent them away, and they might not have got life, or they might not have got none of that. So then it's like, when it comes to that snitching, it's like, it seemed like people that snitch end up getting stitches for real. Is that like what it really is?
Well, nowadays, it ain't like that. They glorify snitches now. It's like, this generation is like, it's more about the fan base, how many hits I can get, is who popular on the internet. And see, right now, it no matter who say he's snitching or whatever, it's the popularity. He got a name, BigMeech. He just came home from jail. It's BigMeech. So it don't matter what we say. We seen that with the 6ix9ine case, right? I remember DK kept saying it. DK say, dudes ain't gonna care nothing about him snitching.
It every time.
These young dudes, they gonna jump. As soon as he come home, they gonna still buy his music. They gonna listen to him. They gonna argue up and down that he didn't tell. So now it don't even matter if you told him now.
Can I interject there too? It was also seen that he was a civilian, right? Dude was a civilian. They should have never brought a civilian into no gangster business. That should have never happened. But he started banging. Yeah, he started doing what civilians do that's easily persuaded. You get what I'm saying? Somebody kidnap your woman, throw her in a car. Whatever was going on with that situation, that was not how you conduct business.
They were done because you supposed to protect the money at all costs. Why are you gonna put the money up at risk?
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Somebody that's looking out for the team, taking care of the team, you gonna bring them into the BS.
Yeah, that don't make sense. I think that's what happened with Thug. Like, since we kind of in that vein, is like sometimes you get. I think Gilly had an interview too, and we'll get back to 50 and
Meech, we'll right back to it.
But
why do you bring us back to that?
Yeah, Gilly had an interview on Shannon Sharp show, the Shay Shay Club, right? And he was talking about the fact that the basketball player that got killed 2 weeks ago killed his son. So he said he didn't find this out until after the kid died, and then he also expressed like he didn't want his son in the street, right? And I was like, dang, man, it's a trip because this is really the message of a certain generation, like people my age, Gilly age, y'all age. That's like the message, and that's not what we want for the kids. You know what I mean? And it's something that is being expressed all around the world. You know what I mean? Well, at least in our system, inside the Americas with the people of color, the browns, us, the Hispanics, like it's time for a different messaging and to see it conveyed, and then to hear like how hurt he was. Like he knew he didn't want his son in the streets. He said his son was like, man, you know, they grew up in the suburbs or whatever, but he still desired that street life. He was somewhere he wasn't supposed to be, and he got gunned down by this star basketball player. Now, the school, when they released a statement about the dude Noah, they said they praised him because he was a good athlete. You know what I'm saying? And he was he scored hella high on his SATs. But on the flip side of that, the dude was a rapper, and he wanted to be a street kid. So I guess his rap, he was emulating. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So then Gilly was like, man, this generation is the generation that just is with like the killing. And I'm like, but if you really think about it, that shit happened before this generation. This generation just has social media, and
you just know more.
You just know more.
Social media,
right.
Put it
nobody's
out.
living behind the cameras.
Yeah, see, we were doing stuff with no cameras around, so you didn't hear. If somebody didn't report it and the news didn't get it, you didn't hear nothing about it. So it probably, like you said, it probably was just as much going on back then, just didn't have social media.
Hey, but we had the news in the 80s in L.A. was violent. I'm not saying nobody in this room was responsible for none of them news clips and nothing y'all see. I just be pulling B-roll from out of everywhere, and pictures be coming from all over, so y'all don't take it personal, because I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is in the 80s, this motherfucker was wild. Remember the Batarang?
Oh, yeah.
Remember the song for the Batarang?
Oh, yeah.
Man, sheesh. Man, L.A. was... Man, the one thing I think now, like double back to 50 and Meech. Like 50 is a dude that is in music. So a lot of this from his mindset is like, damn, you know what? I can fire your son. Like you were saying last week, his loyalty is something. You know what I mean? Like he really
right.
king on that. So I can fire your son. I can stop y'all bread or stop the movement of your bread, right? But then it's like, if I expose you, you can't do nothing nowhere. Because now everybody gonna know, and I think the motto is a little different. Like, I don't think people glorify snitching right now. I think people are just like,
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I say, you know, I like the spook at the door mentality. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, if the spook get caught, the spook is gonna really be a trap for the spook.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But then when you look at Meech's situation, he real selfish. Everybody looking like he's a big guy. It's like he don't know how to sit down. He want to live. It's been what, 19 years since he been gone, or however many years. Been a long time. Big Meech ain't the name on the street no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's selfish in the way. Here's a man took your son, groomed him, and paid for him to go to acting school so he can play his father in the role, right? I didn't know this at first, but he gave him $5 million. So whatever they did with the $5 million is their business. We don't know what happened. So for you to come home knowing 50 Cent and Rick Ross is like oil and water, and you gonna go over there and mess with him, right? Everybody talking about he don't owe no loyalty, but you owe your son some, right? So what you did, because of your selfishness, because you want to stick your chest out and say, I'm Big Meech, I'm back, you didn't look at that you could kill everything your son doing, right? 50's in the film business, right? He got a lot of connections, right? You ain't looking at it that okay, he just got this one missed opportunity. Okay, 50 let him go on this, right? 50 had a power to where nobody in the industry will touch your son. So now you just kill your son's dream. Your son probably had big dreams. Now I want to get an Oscar one day. I want to be, one of the top actors. Now you just derail your son because your own selfishness. Talking about being in some music. Everybody in music is trying to transition to film. And you going backwards. You hear this man that told your story. And then, I heard somebody say, well, 50 knew he was snitching. He shouldn't have did it. I said, well, it's another side to that. Here's somebody they're a businessman, right? I said, Whitey Bulger was a snitch, right, Whitey? Yeah. They did his film. What's his name? Frank Lucas. They did his story. You could go on and on. Nicky Barnes, they did a story on him. You can go on and on about stories who snitched, right? Yeah, Sammy the Bull. It's so many snitching. They did movies and stories about him, right? Mm-hmm. So when I look at 50 and they talking about, oh, well, he knew he was snitching. 50 is a businessman. He ain't in the street no more. He made so many millions years ago. He been surpassed a street person. He ain't that.
Somebody on a low level care about that.
I don't look at him like that no more. I don't look at him as no street dude, even though he still pushes that. He make that type of movies and music and stuff like that. Anybody with common sense, we know he is not of that world no more. This dude is rubbing elbows with billionaires. Yeah, he ain't of that. So he looked at this here. This is business. This ain't got nothing to do with the street element. I'm doing business right now. So that's why I say I understand why he went. Okay, he
went hard on him.
He seen money in that situation by putting that show out.
Yeah, and he got the rights to the life story in MEECH. Yeah. So I mean, it's like that. Nobody could put that out.
It's like everybody been hearing the stories all day, and I commend Supreme and Prince. I commend them because they said the right thing. They're like, look, man, whatever going on, we understand it, but we ain't going against 50. We don't like him. We don't like him. But right now, we don't see a reason to go against them. The reason why, they in the feds.
Right.
And when you're in the feds, you know what's going on. It's like it's a lot of brothers is jumping all around here, and they trying to acquaint the federal system with the state system. I heard one brother say, yeah, 50, you remember when you had that gun, you did this, and we found out. In the feds, it ain't like that. In the feds, you find out what they want you to find out because they got rules. They truly got rules. And it's like 848, it's a mandatory life sentence. And they think that, oh, you got 30 years. Don't work like that in the feds. If they say you got an 848, you're going to jail for a life sentence. Like Supreme said it real clearly. I'm in jail with an 848, the same 848 that brother got, John Gotti got, yep. And the rest of these brothers here, we got 848s, and we in jail. So all the brothers who jumping, they need to go sit back and go read the statute on 848, 846, and 841, because a whole lot of brothers, they reading the statute like, oh, he got a robbery. Oh, he got a forgery. None of that shit don't go together in the sentencing guideline book. There's only 2 mandatory sentences in the federal guideline book. That's a gun and some dope. It ain't even mandatory for you to get a life sentence for 1111. You guys don't know what the hell it is, but
well, I was gonna ask,
it's a murder case, and you don't have to get a life sentence for it. But it's a mandatory sentence in the feds for a gun and for some dope. It's a mandatory sentence. And this the way the rules are. And a whole lot of people, they just jump into this third party telling, right? They jump into it. But they need to come back to step 1.
Where did the third party come from?
No, not even worry about that. Let's throw third party in the trash can right now. you got to go back to step one. How did Meech get 30 years? That's the question that you guys got to ask. Tell him you need to show us your plea agreement for you getting 30 years on count 1, 2, 3, 4. You lied to have 40 counts in your 848 indictment. And when you're the leader of an 848, I'll break it down to you completely so you guys can understand it. The first count going to be an 846, 841. They're gonna put you in category 32, automatic. Upstairs, I don't know where the brother at, is he's been in jail or not. Let's say he's been in jail. Let's put him in category 3. So when you in there and all your co-defendants start doing whatever they're doing, as you being the leader, listen to me carefully, as you being the leader of the 848, you are responsible for every single piece of dope in the whole damn conspiracy. You get all of it.
So you get
all of it.
Everybody that was working on.
Well, I mean, I remember reading your thing, and that's how it went for you. And you never actually physically had anything.
That don't have nothing to do with it.
Nah, the only reason why I'm saying that is because the reality is that if you was who you was and all them numbers that they displaced that y'all got caught with, first, let's deal with that. What's public knowledge? All the work y'all got caught with, all the money y'all got caught with, that's public knowledge. Not nothing nobody got to go look for. You got an 848. How did you get 30 years is the question. Okay. I would like to know how you got 30
Again, you get that. So I'm going to help you guys here. I'm going to help all you guys who is smart under a federal statute, 841, 846, 841. The 848 is just sitting on the shelf. They ain't worrying about the 848. As soon as they find 5 people that work for you, the 848 just went in. They saying you got 5 people underneath you. You got 848. Terry had 5 people underneath him. He got an 848. So they got 2 848s just swinging in the air. So now, here come all his co-defendants because I met a bunch of them. I happened to meet a bunch of them. And I'm just looking at them like, how much time you get? I got 5. How much you got? I got 10. How? I was number 22 on the list. It's shit like that. So when they get finished with all these things what's going on, they get the dope now. The dope come in. So it's exceeded the 5 kilos.
They passed that.
It don't went to 100, 200, 300 kilos. So the great thing, fellas, I'm giving you guys your education right now. You started at a 32. When you get past that 5 keys, excuse me, hate to say it like that, excuse me. When you get past that 5 keys, your area jumped from a 32 to a 36. Okay, so you at a 36 now. And like, oh shit, he had a 36. How much time you gonna get now? So right now you in the 20 to 25 years range. This is where you at a 36. So now you're the leader. Now you got to get 4 points for leadership. Now you at a level 40. You got a 40, category 2, category 3. It don't even make a difference where you want to go. You're gonna land there. So you're gonna land there. You're gonna land. So you at a level 40. Now you're going across the board. You're gonna get 360 to life. But remember, we're talking about 848. An 848 is a mandatory life sentence.
Mandatory.
It's up there. Now it's up there. We talking about an 848. Say, okay, so now I'll let them talk and come back to it.
This is what I want to know while we talk about the 848. What is Article 35?
You talking about Article 35 or Rule 35?
Rule 35. What's a Rule 35?
It's 2 Rule 35s. One Rule 35 is based on old law, where under old law in 1965 to 1987, before the sentencing guideline really came in and transferred everything, 88, a Rule 35 is that you got in court anytime you want to get in court because you was under the old law. Mm-hmm. That's the first Rule for 35. So as they revised Rule 35 is a rule for people who assist the federal government.
Right.
So the 35 is for people who assist the federal government. The 848 is for people who get that mandatory. That's supposed to be a mandatory.
No,
life.
that is a mandatory sentence.
No, I'm saying for some people it's supposed to be.
No, but it's, no.
I got you.
Let's keep it like it's supposed to be.
It's a mandatory sentence.
A life
the
sentence.
848 is a mandatory life sentence.
Yeah.
A category 40, I think you said.
Also, you got to understand when you get a 848, all the categories get through out the trash can too.
Say no, it don't even matter.
It don't even matter because the 848
Trump everything.
Yes.
Only thing can help him is that 35.
That 35.
No. Let's stop. You went to Rule 35. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna help you guys again. And I want all of you guys to pay attention. When Meech went in and got his first sentence of 30 years, he pleaded guilty. So that never told, never fold, stop. That come to a stop right there. Because for you to be able to get
A plea.
a reduction of sentence in that division, you pleaded guilty to what? You got to plead guilty to something now. Now you got to plead guilty to something.
And you got to
So,
what you pled.
so you got an 848 that is a mandatory sentence here. So you ask the magic question, and I'm talking to you guys now. With you guys real smart. I've been listening to you guys. You guys real smart, and you guys kicking it how you guys want to kick it, and you're throwing it left and right. But what make the federal government want to make a deal with you when they brought you in the courtroom to give you a life sentence and they put you on the 848? Maybe you guys can tell me.
You know something.
Only way I can see you going to stand up
taking
in
them to the
open
blood.
court. Stand up in open court, and you're going to tell everything that you did and everything that your co-defendant.
That's to me, if okay, they go in and they say, you're guilty, or you go in and say, I'm guilty of all these crimes we have listed and all this association and all of this other stuff. They gonna ask you questions. You got to debrief. Am I right or wrong?
You remember you in open court, and you remember you the head of the conspiracy. Mm-hmm. With this 848, you the head of the conspiracy. So every one of your co-defendants have basically pleaded guilty of working for you.
Already.
Right. We work for MEECH. We work for MEECH. And it's an assembly line of because they got to be truthful also.
Right. And then when you look at it, a lot of them guys that's under Meech is also captains, right?
So you got
so when you got
Damn,
these
think about
captains,
that.
right?
Yeah.
They got their own crews that they done went out and recruited.
that sounds pretty good. So you'll get to that also. So with that saying how you just said it, it's like you got a leader of 848. You got a manager. It's a manager. So those are two gonna get the full point, get the 2 points or the 4 points. Meech gonna get the 4 point. The manager gonna get the 2 points. The rest of them don't have no points coming, unless they in another
Right.
conspiracy where they split it up. They can split it up like Terry, you got a crew, Meech, you got a crew. So when Terry did whatever he did, everything fell on Meech. So, okay, Terry gone. Terry, like dude said, I don't know his name, he out of Texas. He said, Terry doing this, but he got to put it in consideration. Terry may be doing this, but he left your boy in charge of the conspiracy. So now your boy doing this. Because remember, he got an 848 and he's the leader. So with him being the leader, he on that top prong. And there's a manager underneath him who know who the manager is. I have no idea. I just know how the structure of an indictment works. I don't know his MEECH Told on everybody, but I know for MEECH to get a deal, he had to go to the prosecutor. So brothers, I'm gonna help you guys again, so you guys don't have a misunderstanding in this in any kind of way. A judge do not have any power in a trial. Did you guys know that?
Right.
They just hand down what's given by the citizens or by somebody else.
Everything is guideline. Got to send.
No, I'm saying in this, just in court in general. Even when they make the ruling, they make it based off the jury. They don't really make the. You know what I mean? They just deliver.
No, the judge sat back. Like you put a motion in, the judge sat back and said denied. He got that much power. So when it's time for you to take a deal, the judge said, he said, Judge, I want to take a deal. He said, have you talked to the prosecutor?
Right.
He asked that question. Did you talk to the prosecutor? Are you ready to debrief to the prosecutor? We got agents sitting over there, ready to take you to that room over there.
Wait.
They got agents over there, waiting to take you to the room over there. I know this as a fact.
So when you was in, so how was you in court when people was walking over to that box, or was they how like when your case started unfolding in your eyes? How did like when you start realizing who was showing up against you? How did you like? What was your reaction to that?
Okay, so I'm gonna explain to you guys about me, so you guys don't have a misunderstanding. I'm a dummy. I'm a pure dummy, and sometimes you got to play a dummy. Understand. So you sit in the courtroom and you listen and you go back and you pick up the book and you say, what is Brady material? I need the Brady material. So when you walk in, you see your lawyer like, I need the Brady material. He said, what the fuck you know about Brady? I need Brady. So the court got to give you disclosure. I need disclosure. Bring it to me. So they got to bring you the grand jury testimony. Yes.
They have to bring you everything that
The
you.
grand jury testimony, and they go on and go on. So as it was going on, they said we got witnesses. So they told Meech, we got witnesses. And Meech attorney said, I need to see those witnesses. I said, okay. Attorney told him, you better make a deal. He said, what kind of deal? Right now you got a mandatory life sentence coming. He's like, I got a mandatory life. Yes, you got we got to go talk to that man sitting over there. You see that man right there? Mm-hmm. He's God.
Prosecutor.
Yes, the prosecutor is God. Let's not even fake it. I know he was God because he looked at me and I looked at him dead in his face and said, I'm about to fuck over you because I got more sense than you, you dummy. And he's like, yeah, you dummy, I got your ass. So we was in the middle of a war, me and this prosecutor. And one day, in day 4 of the trial, somebody touched the prosecutor on the shoulder. Told him, go stand in the gallery. He was a bald-head dude. He lost his first case in 1979 in Colorado on a 5-ton cocaine case. 5 tons. And he sat there. And he said, let me show you how to sew this conspiracy up. And he went to work. 2 days later, I was like, man, where the fuck you come from? I had that motherfucker. He said, nah, that's him. He's a dummy. So I understand what everybody is going at, but the prosecutor is God. I don't care what you guys keep on talking about, this third party. Fuck that third party. Let's go to the first point of this trial. What did Meech tell the prosecutor for the prosecutor to give him 30 years? That's the question that all of you guys need to start asking tomorrow.
But if it sounded like he was cooperating prior to him going to trial.
Now, it don't make no difference if he was cooperating or what. But what did he tell that prosecutor?
Wait a minute. He didn't go to trial.
No.
Nah, I mean,
Listen carefully.
nah.
Listen carefully. What did he tell that prosecutor before he went to trial?
Get to 30.
You got to tell that prosecutor something, a lot of something, because the prosecutor got you with an 848. He got you with a mandatory life sentence. Supreme is sitting there right now on the same case Meech is under with a life sentence. Why they didn't give Supreme a deal? Why they didn't give Ray Ray a deal? Why they didn't give Doc a deal? Why they didn't get all those big boys in jail a deal? What make Meech special where he could walk in and say, I demand a deal? Let's stop all this shit right today.
He gave up the plug, dog.
So we talking about a federal statute that say 848, 846, 841. Now here go the thing that we are talking about, and we understand it, but we know Meech's case started with a murder outside a strip club when somebody touched his car. We know that's how that Meech case started. Somebody murdered somebody outside. When they took Meech to jail, they took Meech to jail under the pretense that he gave the order.
That's what started, got the ball rolling.
So I don't know nothing about Meech, don't give a fuck about Meech or none of them. But I'm telling you like this, you guys out there in the cities, out in different states, if you ain't never been in a federal courtroom or ain't never read a federal book, you need to go get it. And stop saying what a state did, because the state is nothing like the Feds. The Feds is God.
And that's why I think I bring up the state level too, because people, like you were saying earlier, people don't understand. Like, when you go deal with the Feds, it's you and them. They don't care about nobody else.
They print money. They got money. They told me, fuck you and that punk ass money you got, Whitey. That shit don't mean nothing to us. We brought you to Colorado to give you a life sentence.
And they made sure your ass went to Colorado. They wanted to make sure they had you.
So
they had you by your boots.
So I would say this to Supreme again, and I would say this to my other boy, Prince. I'm happy you guys said the right thing when you was talking about this issue. Let everybody understand the situation with the Feds. You're gonna deal with the Feds on the Feds' turn, not on the state turn. There ain't no state, the state don't have nothing to do with this. Ain't no language, there ain't no language in a federal statute got anything to do with the state. When they say murder, they mean murder. They got a statute for it. It's not no 187, it's a 1111. When they say 848, it's a 848. When they say that we're going to give you 846, 841, it's a conspiracy to distribute narcotics in somebody's states or somebody's states. This what they do. Whatever happened with this young lady, that is the second phase of this problem. It's not the first phase, because the lady don't have nothing to do with the first phase where Meech pleaded guilty in that courtroom. He said, I'm guilty of everything that happened. So now you guys need to stop saying that, she cooperated with them. No, you guys need to say, Meech, what happened in stage 1? Because the other part is stage 2, where him, the prosecutor, and the girl got together and made up a scheme to go outside the venue and go find somebody else to destroy. So always remember that.
Proposition into that by him.
It's a 1 prosecutor. It's a 2 Meech. It's a 3 the other vehicle to do your job, the girl. And you guys keep on hollering about, but she did it out of the kindness of her heart. No, she got instruction from Meech and the prosecutor to go do her job. So you guys understand.
And she was paid to do it.
Yeah.
And people some kind of way, they don't understand a third party. See, that's the part that keep on jumping everybody's head. It's 3 parties. It's 3 parties. It's the prosecutor, it's Meech, and the girl. The police agent. Now I'm gonna put all you guys on the spot so you guys can understand this. The police agent do all his work and pass all the work to the prosecutor. That's what a police agent do. The DEA agent, he do his work and pass it his boss. His boss is the prosecutor. And then when it's time for them to go to trial, that DEA agent come and sit down first and say, I'm going to tell you about what's going on. My name is Stanton. And Mr. Robinson did this, and this. And he did this. And Tina, sitting over there, right there, is my agent. She's my inside person, gonna tell you everything what took place.
So it's like almost like they deputized him. Look at that snitched on you.
No, this is
the actual agent. This the actual prosecutor, like the prosecutor, DEA still.
The prosecutor and the federal agent.
Still.
Yeah, that's what he talking about. He said
I thought it was like a witness that he
the prosecutor said, yeah, this person did this, and my agent gonna come up here and tell you everything.
So that's somebody else that's working with him.
No, this is an actual federal agent.
No, I get that. What I'm saying is the federal agent is on the stand saying, I got this information. That's the prosecutor.
That's the prosecutor.
Now the agent say, CI-12 is my agent. Tammy is my agent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Tammy is going to verify everything.
But that's what I was saying is like back in the days, that's how the sheriffs would say, like they would deputize you and be like, you're an agent of the law. So that's what these people really are, being like semi-deputized to cop these deals. So like they basically work for the police. That's how they get their time off. They the police.
They are the police.
That's crazy.
So that's crazy. I don't know who they told on. Like I said, I ain't got no dog in this fight. But when you're talking about a federal statute, I want all of you brothers and sisters to go read the federal statute.
Tell them to put up page 2.
You know, don't worry about phase 2.
You did.
Page 2, not phase 2.
You met some of the people he told on, but you just that's their issue.
It's a whole lot of problem in their car. They're gonna take care of. Right. But I need you guys to stop right now trying to defend a lie, because you guys trying to defend a lie just to get some hits. Stop trying to defend a lie and understand, if you violated any rules in that courtroom, you got a 5K1. Oh, you guys don't know what a 5K1 is.
I was about to say, what is that?
You guys don't know what a 5K1 is.
What is a 5K1?
5K1 means you assist the federal government.
Wait. So he got, what is the agent number 40? No, what was it? 35 and a 5K1. So Rule 35 and a 5K1.
So understand.
Oh, Lord.
Understand. The 5K1 come before the Rule 35.
Whoa. So explain the 5K1 again.
So I heard this. I don't even know how sure it is, but you guys, boys, Da Vinci said it, and someone else said it. Like, oh, he got a 5K1 in his file, because they didn't know what it meant. The dude who on TV, he was defending Meech. He said he got a 5K1 in his file, but he didn't know 5K1 is assisting the federal government. That's what he didn't know. It's a whole lot of people. They having this conversation around the board.
So he telling what he did, but he don't know he telling what he did.
Because
how hard is it to access these documents? Like, we can't just go online to the feds and just pull up a document.
If people want to know what a 5K1 is, all they got to do is go to Nexus. Nexus is a law book, and you just punch in 5K1, and it's going to come out to you. But see, Meech case, I'm going to help you guys again. All you smart niggas out there. Meech case is sealed. Yes. So all you niggas lying, Meech case is sealed.
That's why you can't see what he said.
Meech case is sealed. It's not published. When people case is not published,
they working. They actively working.
Yeah.
I know a whole lot of people case is sealed.
When you got your case sealed, it's basically like you're in the military, right? And you retire, but you're really not retired, because they may call you back, especially it's basically like you're in special forces.
That's like the KPD thing.
When you work special forces, you never retire. You retire, but you ain't retired, because if they got to call your number up, hey, I need you.
Ain't that kind of like what Keefe D did? Like, he made a deal with the feds, and then he violated the deal by saying something that he didn't say.
What he did, he didn't do it with the feds. He did a proffer agreement with the police in L.A., right? Which they said it really wasn't have stood no way, because they say L.A. had no right to do that, because they didn't have no jurisdiction. The jurisdiction was in Las Vegas for the murder, because the murder happened there.
Boy, you learning. You're learning. So here we are in 2 states. Both of them state cases.
Right.
The Fed don't have nothing to do with it. But everybody is trying to link the state and the feds together.
No.
That don't work. The Fed is the big dog. They's God.
Go everywhere.
They go get that man Keefe D. Got L.A. and Vegas states messing with each other.
But I thought ain't that kind of what triggered part of the Puffy shit too? was when they started going at the Keefe D, and then
Well, Keefe D was saying Puffy
allegedly was saying that Puffy paid him for the hit.
But he never got the money because the dude, he's what's his guy name? He rests in peace now. I forget the guy name. He supposed to gave him the money. He supposed to gave it to him, and they say he kept the money when he bought him a club. Man, I can't think of the guy's name, but this was supposed to be the in between man.
That's a great theory, but we're gonna come back to it again. I'm gonna help you guys again, so we don't get fucked up, people. You guys kind of twisted. Atlanta, Detroit, and whatever other states the man is, they call it an interactive task force. Yes, the state and the feds combined together. Yeah, you guys don't know this. You guys too damn smart for your own good. The state and the feds combine together. When the state get all the material they want, they turn it over to the big dog. Now the state ain't got nothing else to do with it. But they have an agent to come in under the task force to testify to what they want to testify to.
The agent gonna come in and debrief on your ass.
And a lot of agents out there, Agent 45,
I remember my agent.
K9, whatever it is.
My agent came out of Colorado at an Aurora. His name was Stanton. And he walked in and said, I never seen Mr. Robinson before. But my CIs told me this, and this about Mr. Robinson. Like I said, I never seen him before until I arrested him in California when I went to California and raided all his houses. And when they raided all of my houses, they said, we politely turned this over to the federal government.
Right. Said politely.
They just did the leg work for the federal. That's all they did.
So they have task forces.
Mm-hmm.
And then when that task force come in, you be like, oh, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna try to get the evidence throughout.
That's what you tried to do.
Yeah.
You know. How much evidence? But you did get some evidence thrown out.
A little bit. They didn't go for that shit.
You remember I told you the federal agents used to come up to my store every day and sit looking for my boy Vic.
The dude had the picture of you.
And how his case went federal, it was a state case. Him and the dude were messing with the same bro. They get into a fight. He knocked the dude out. The dude go to the hospital. Hospital check him out. He get released. The next day the dude died. So now they looking for him to question him on that, right? But they can't find him. Somebody told him he left state. So when he leaves states, they turned it over to the Fed because they say it's federal jurisdiction because they say he left state lines. Even though they had no proof, the case went to them. Because
he could have beat that.
Because they say, well, they end up dropping the case. Because
they ain't had no jurisdiction.
Yeah, they say, and then they say the dude, when he left the hospital, he was fine.
Yeah.
So they can't get him that murder because the dude died the next day. Who was to say that's what he died from?
I died from anything. But man, the only thing I know is these dudes is having a blowout argument. Man, these arguments is it's like, how can you pretend to protect somebody that you don't like?
Right.
That's the part I'm not getting yet.
The make believe.
Yeah. It's like, I don't like him. And then the other one said, I don't like him either. But you said you took care of this person, and now you're trying to justify taking care of this person, but you said that you don't like rats.
Right.
But you justifying both ends of it. Like, I don't like a rat, but we gonna justify it because this dude is an icon.
Right.
When he was hustling in the streets.
Yeah.
He did his shit.
So he's an icon. He's just a rat icon or a bad icon. That's what happens sometimes. It happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I mean, a lot of the biggest dudes that get looked at because they did the work, but they actually broke the rules of the game. I get, like, if you talking about as far as the rules of the game, you a piece of shit. But if you looking at it like, yeah, you know, from civilians' perspective, because it's different levels of how to view it. I'm not, if you a dope dealer or hustler, bro violated the code. If you a street dude, he violated the code. He told you shouldn't tell. If you a regular person, you can look at it and be like, man, shout out to Big Meech and yada, yada, yada. I don't have nothing personally against the dude at all. My thing is the rules to the game are the rules to the game.
Well, you can't.
And when you break those rules,
if you ain't gonna participate, don't play the game.
So I say this: he put on a hell of a show. A hell of a show was put on. You guys have received a hell of a show from a hell of a dude at that moment in his lifetime.
Right.
But when he did that, it turned.
When he walked in a federal courthouse and went to the federal jailhouse, and they put him on a low yard. Everybody on that yard knew that he violated every rule in America because they put him on a low.
He supposed to went straight to a prison.
He had go straight to a penitentiary.
Yep. That's just like me. That's just like me. I had low custody points, right? But I had to go to prison because other states wanted me.
You had to go behind that wall.
I had to get behind the wall. I couldn't go to low, even though I had low custody, I couldn't go. They said I supposed to went to a camp or something. No, nigga, you got other charges in other states. nigga, you going to San Quentin, nigga, we'll put you behind the wall.
But he in the state.
Right.
So people sometimes like, oh, my man is going to the penitentiary. That's where he's supposed to go. Mm-hmm. You know, he played in the big boy's rules, so he got to go in the big boy yard. Mm-hmm. So I remember when they first started having the Fed, they really attacked the feds in 1988. They sent Bo Ben and all of them. They sent them to Phoenix and Lompoc because both of them was mediums, and they haven't really did the point system yet because they was putting all of us in jail.
Trying to figure it out how they was gonna get you.
Yeah, but they didn't have enough jails. They had to start building jails for all of us because they arrested so many of us. So as soon as they built those jails,
they went to work.
They came right in like. You had 14 points. You got 17. You got 24. You got to be in that penitentiary.
Man, I just had a wild thought. Can I throw this thought out here?
Sure.
So let's say, boom, you defund the police. That happened, right? Then let's say, boom, you stop building so many prisons. Then would your excuse to build more prisons be deporting illegal immigrants and calling it something else, like a detention center? You get what I'm saying? It's like these people are so damn crafty. Like, because when I hear about it, it's like, man, the feds, it's a system, it's a pipeline, it's all of that. So it's like, dang, when they say this is what they going after, just think about how many jails or people are really locked up. Like, when DK said it's a damn shame, it really is. Like, you didn't even have enough jails for these people. You created a war on people in your own country. You know what I mean? Yep. Something that they really not supposed to do in their own country.
The war on drugs should have been on the war on the motherfuckers that's sending it here. That's where the war should have been at.
It should have been on the president that was allowing that shit to happen.
No, it should have been. It should have been on the. It should have been at the borders. That's where the war should have been at the borders, not on the inside. Right. It should have been on the outside.
But I mean, Iran country. Everybody benefited from the cocaine. It's the government benefited way more than the neighborhoods did.
Not just cocaine, they had heroin
and everything.
Everything.
So what happens? It happens every day in life. People try to say, nah, it don't happen. I feel sorry for Meech and them because they happen to be the people who had to take the blow later on in lifetime.
Down the line. Yeah.
When they start getting ready to release us because they was giving us, they started off giving people 20, 30. And then in between time in 95, they started giving them 15, 10. So these people had to go home and it was a void and the jailhouses wasn't full. Mm-hmm. And the brother and the rest of the brothers who was hustling still, they got that vote of the action, so they need to put those people back in their jailhouses. And that's what they did. Now, all the brothers came home because there's a whole lot of people came to jail in 2008, and they changed the guideline. So it's a guideline mechanism got changed. It went from being a 32 to a 30 to a 24 for drugs. So when they changed that guideline, people start losing points. They start losing 5 years, and they already had 20 in. Mm-hmm. So now they had to release these people, and they start releasing these people, and they said we need to put somebody in this void, and they attacked the rest of the United States. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they brought them in jail. So just me just talking right now. So all you brothers who don't know, you need to pick up that guideline book and take this class, because I'm giving a class right now. So these brothers, Vern, instead of them getting a level 32, they was getting a level 30. And then they would, instead of them getting 50 grams, they was getting 83 or 105. So the gram calculator went up too. The keys went up too. Everything went up. So they had these new people in jail, like Supreme and all of them. They under this new provision. So, but they can't get a life sentence because Trump came in like, oh, they can't get no life sentence. But before that happened, Supreme got his life sentence. Right. So now here we are. We talking about different categories, and we all looking at each other saying, you brothers who talking, because a lot of you guys talking, understand what you guys talking about, and stop misleading the public, because you get the regular people who's not first at law, saying, oh, he didn't do that, he didn't do that, and he didn't do that, and he did 30 years. 30 years is not shit in the feds. Everybody got 30 years. That's like a drink of coffee.
He said it's like a cup of coffee in the mountain. Some Folgers.
That come with the meal right there.
They come with the territory.
Like, this is what I didn't like what Lil Boosie did, because they got that Boosie say, you going to perform for a rat, right? So Boosie going to talk about, man, I gave my word that I was going to perform. My word means everything. So dude was like, if a motherfucker, you gave your word because you didn't know that he was a rat. So once you find somebody a rat, you can pull your word back because he ain't been loyal. So why you be going to be loyal, right? And then the dude told him, he say, furthermore, and then you up there talking about you ain't seen no paperwork or this, that, another, right? He said you and T.I. was tight. And he said soon somebody said T.I. told, you pulled away from T.I. and went to talking about it. He say, so what's different now? Y'all selective by who you gonna let snitch?
I mean, you know, some of them, I mean, and then too, you know, some of them dudes come from up under that. So they have a certain loyalty, a certain, you know what I mean? So it's like you gotta, it's always that other side of the coin, and I'll probably be playing the devil's advocate or whatever too much, but I'll be looking at it from both sides. Some of them dudes didn't get no money if it wasn't for me. Some of them dudes wouldn't have rap careers. It wouldn't be no Jeezy. It wouldn't be a lot of them dudes out the South.
I think it would have been a Jeezy. I met him before. I'd have been around him at Gucci. Them dudes had that drive, man. Them dudes gonna make it with or without.
I'm not saying money. Like as far as they talent. I'm talking about as far as like them having access to what they had.
No, actually them dudes was already on before he got with Meech. That's what a lot of people don't know. They think only reason he made it because of Meech, and it wasn't. He actually, when the heat started coming down on Meech and them, he actually separated himself from that. Right. And that's why when people be saying he owed Meech, and Jesus said, I don't owe nobody nothing because I use my own money.
He did CTE by himself.
Yeah, he said, that was my
CTE?
money.
I don't know what it is.
Because see, the thing was, that's So Icy. That was Jeezy, not Jeezy. That was Gucci's song, and him and Jeezy met somebody that they both knew in common, put them two together, right? And he was like, "Yeah, man, that song hot, man." So he put him on the song, right? The song blew up. Jeezy had a deal at Def Jam. Gucci wasn't signing nobody, so they come to him and they want him to let him have that song to put on his album to bring him out at Def Jam. And Gucci like, what am I getting? They ain't want to get Gucci shit. They want to take the man's song. And he said no. And when he told him no, that's where him and Jeezy beef came from. That's where the beef actually started at, because he didn't want to give up the song. And I wouldn't have gave my song up either. Def Jam ain't trying to pay me.
Shit, you just made me think about something talking about music. What y'all think Kanye asked me?
What, Kanye?
Kanye, he did he said he had a free Diddy campaign going for a couple of days because he was doing the Sean John launch. But then he said he asked Donald Trump to pardon him. And I remember you were saying he can't be pardoned unless he's convicted, right?
Correct. But you know what? Donald Trump ain't gonna pardon him because when Donald Trump ran the first go round, Puffy and them was talking about it. Puffy was pushing the black votes and all that, like fuck Trump.
Petty.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Trump like, oh, you only want to jump sides now. It was convenient because you need my help. Trump ain't gonna fuck with Trump. Gonna say them same motherfuckers that you were fighting for so hard. Why they won't pardon? Get them motherfuckers to pardon.
Say them same people you was working with.
Look, where's your
constituents?
Where your team at now? Hey, Biden them knew you was out there fucking up doing like, why Biden they give you a pardon for he crazy.
Hey man, we need to stop at Just Poppin', man. Stop at Just Poppin'. We at 1030 East 25th Street. Vern's gonna be there flipping a burger or two. Just stop in. You know, DK gonna do whatever he do, but Just Poppin' is the place to be. You know, just pop in. It's some more of it.
Hey,
what else can I say? Man, you know, shout out to Buster. Buster getting ready to drop. Buster getting ready to drop soon. You know,
That's right. Nephew.
White Dynasty's getting ready to come out. It's coming real soon.
Hey, what did y'all think about the Super Bowl though?
Oh
It was
man,
wonderful.
The halftime show, man.
I think
The game itself was trash.
The halftime show, man, it was incredible, man. And like, I've been listening to different people takes on it. Some people like it, a lot of people love it, right? And I was listening to Luke Skywalker, and Luke Skywalker, he laid it out. He say, if you say that was a mediocre performance, he say you not no real hip hopper. He say, for you to say something boring, you ain't a real hip hopper. He say because when those white acts be doing the Super Bowl halftime show, he said, I don't know who they are because I don't listen to that drama music, right? He say, I listen to their songs and give them a chance or whatever. He say, so now if I hear the song, now I might know it, right? And then he say, people talking about, why can't you? He say, this man is a generation icon right now. He say he's an icon. He say, I like Kendrick. He say, do I know all of his songs? He say, no. Do everybody know all of my songs? No. He said, you would be loud. You say you know every song of every artist. He said, you don't. He say, the man came out there. He say, it's Black History Month. He had an assignment, and he did the assignment. He say, he stuck to, he say, the man dropped jewels. He say, whether you like him or not, he say, I like him. He say, he's an iconic figure. He say, he is an iconic figure. He say, I'm going to tell you, he say Kendrick is an iconic. He's he say he's a generational icon. He say
27 million people watched it.
He broke Michael Jackson record.
He
It was
beat
133.
more than Michael Jackson. And then, you know,
133.5.
you got all the blacks talking about, oh, mediocre, right? And then you got all these white women and white men coming on there that ain't of our culture. And they're saying the man dropped a message. And they say,
a lot of them don't. A lot of them didn't like that shit.
They
though.
say,
a lot
they
of whites
say,
didn't like it.
No, but you got so many of them saying they knew exactly what he was saying. They say he dropped so many jewels. Like the one white lady say, she got 2 young daughters, right? 10 years ago, she said, I first heard Kendrick. She say, and I fell in love with his music, right? She said, because my daughters, they get in the car and they want to DJ. And she was like, who is that? And they were like, oh, that's K-Dot, that's Kendrick Lamar, right? And she say, so they started playing his music. And she said, I fell in love with his music, right? She said, I didn't watch the game for the Super Bowl. She said, I watched it for the halftime. She said, that's what I watched it for. She say,
I mean, by the time halftime got there, man, that game was over with.
Sometimes, you know, a powerful team win. Mm-hmm. But you got to give a shout out to, what's the boy name of home? Outstanding player.
He did his thing.
What happened was,
he never get
down.
He laid an egg.
He never got going.
They made him lay that egg.
Hey, he could never
They
get
laid
going.
his ass
Hey, you
down.
know what? what's his name? What's the black guy name? He's a sports commentator. Clark. He told Shannon Sharp, because Shannon Sharp talking about, we got to get this GOAT talk away. So Ryan Clark say, what? He say, you gonna say Patrick Mahomes? He say Patrick Mahomes been there how many times? He say he's 3 for 2. He
been there 5 times.
He 3 and 2. He say he's 3 and 2. He say, but you sit here advocating for a guy talking about he the GOAT, and you know who I'm talking about. Talking about LeBron. He done been there 10 times. He said he done been there 10 times and only got 4. And then he said one of them they got an abstract by that one that bubble
league.
Thing, right? And then he say he had to go join the Banana Boat boys to even win. And he said they didn't need him. He said Wayne them was winning before he came over there. He said, but you gonna say
the Banana Boat
this
boy.
Man, you gonna say he the GOAT.
This dude.
You gonna say he the GOAT.
You think I'm gonna let that slide? The Banana Boat.
That's what Ryan Clark said. He was talking about Miami. I guess he's saying it like I don't know.
I ain't gonna say nothing about that Banana Boat. It was kind of yellow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who was on it?
Wade, Bosch, Haslam. They had a squad. They had one title before he come over there. So he basically saying, you gonna say this man's a GOAT over somebody that is 6 and 6.
When the last time he won a championship?
He said, look, he said this man never had a game 7, 6 for 6, right? He said he retired after winning 3, came back and won 3 more in a row, and you gonna say this man, because he went to 10, is better.
Nah.
He said no. He said they shut Shannon Sharp down so cold with that. He said Patrick Mahomes got a long career ahead of him. He said he can come back and win 3 more.
He only 28.
Yeah, he said he can come back and win 3 more. He said
these dudes is
he say Patrick Mahomes is one of them guys that he can come back and he say he's not out of the GOAT conversation.
The way these dudes play now, they can play till they like 55, 60.
Yeah, right.
They're not taking no, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
Ryan Clark told him, man, you way out of touch.
The league now versus the league back then when Jordan and people like that was playing, when Johnson and them was playing, it was a more physical league.
Hey,
These
man,
dudes
hold up, man. I'm lost. Maybe you can help me.
Where we going?
You work somewhere, do you?
Oh, man. Yeah, I work a little bit of everywhere. 97.5 Power Radio, man. I be forgetting about that shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
I be focused on the podcast. Like, you
got to tune in. You got to let them
Yeah, you got to
they
tune
can
in
see
on
you.
power975la.com. Soon to be on Sirius Radio next month. We got an app dropping next week. So
What time?
I'm on the air now from 6 to 11 starting tomorrow. 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. I'm taking over Big Boy Slot and Steve Harvey. I'm on y'all next. That's what
right.
I'm going to do. Man, hey, man, you gotta, I started off this morning with some Sade, you know what I'm saying? Tomorrow I'm gonna hit y'all with a little bit of Gap Band, but we still, it's Fridays is gonna be feature Friday. So I'm gonna bring out some new artists, people that got music that's radio friendly. I'm looking for all my friends' stuff and they music ain't on ASCAP. A lot of y'all be out here talking about y'all artists and y'all ain't got no songs nowhere. Y'all got all the songs with curse words. I see why y'all careers don't be taking off, man. I don't know who around y'all telling y'all to just drop the master with only cursing. You should have a clean version of all your shit and a version that curse. Just recording one album, spend a little bit of money and pay the dude to remove the curse words from it. That's it. It ain't gonna cost you but a little bit of change. All the work is done.
I just want to know because you've been sitting over here with this bullshit. You talking about these goddamn clowns every damn day. These damn clowns is, I guess, that these players, they talking about how dudes ain't a rat, and then they say the other one's a rat, then they say his cousin's a rat, then they come back and say, man, I'm good, I know the law, and then you turn around like, man, what else you do? And you turn around
What
like,
else you do?
I'm just here just to get some points. So I don't know what's going on out there in the city, but I know this man right here, He's doing that bullshit. He's spinning 2s and 3s early in the morning. When I be rolling down the street, I be listening. I said, listen to this bullshit. He just left Jeff Poppin to get a motherfucking radio job. He was flipping burgers 2 days ago.
2 days. Hey, I ain't leave. Now stop time out. I ain't leave Just Poppin'. I just ain't able to spend as much time as I would like because my mother had a stroke. That's what be keeping me away. And then in between me starting this new radio shit, oh man, I ain't gonna even tell y'all what happened, but I lost a whole shitload of files. I'm gonna share how I felt with y'all though. So imagine clicking on your computer to do some simple shit. Now remember, I've been using Mac for like the last, how long we been using Mac? 20 plus years, like forever.
So you trying to say, hold up, you trying to say this right here. I had this bomb ass documentary lined up, and this motherfucking DK walked in, and he cut on my computer, and it turned red. I think you guys is conspiring to keep my shit off the air. That's the only thing I can say about this shit. Vern, what you think?
Hey,
the beautiful part about this is, fuck PCs, because I learned my lesson. And that's the moral of the story is back your shit up as you go when you're dealing with these systems. I should know better. But I got complacent because I built me a bomb-ass bitch. That was my baby. Like, she sit there, she glow, she got all the RAM I need. She just nice. And I wouldn't expect her to underperform and do daddy like that.
So she didn't come?
The bitch did not come.
What you feeling for Valentine's Day?
Man, I'm a foot in the ass. She keep playing with me. But, man, speaking of Valentine's Day is coming up. We're going to drop this right away. You know what I mean?
Valentine's Day, what's that?
That's when the time you married. You know what Valentine's Day is.
My wife don't believe in Valentine's.
They say Cupid coming around tomorrow.
You don't believe in Valentine's.
They say Cupid gonna pull back his bow on some of y'all.
It is love.
So
she will fuck you up for not loving her back.
Say go ahead tonight and open up your wallet.
Say yeah, he gonna give her some. He gonna go in there and fill her out.
Just do like Al Bundy. Just sit there, just open your wallet up just like this.
I didn't look at Al Bundy.
Do like Al Bundy. Open it up.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, so you guys don't get this twisted any kind of way. Valentine's Day is for you guys tomorrow. I do not practice spending money on holidays. So my wife would fuck over me a few days from at the Valentine's Day.
She gonna get it regardless.
So she's gonna go pick somewhere to eat where all you savages is not in my way, where I could sit down and enjoy a meal. But did I say this right here? DK got another program heading to Just Poppin'. Just pop in. If you guys just want to stand and just take a look at a sexy, pretty young lady Monday, just stop in and say, oh, who is she? I don't know how she look. I'm faking like a motherfucker like she cute. She got to be sexy as a motherfucker. I'm faking like a motherfucker.
Who got a woman coming?
And Vern with his chicken shit ass, he gonna be over his little tongue all be down on the goddamn kneecaps. You know, that's what he do.
Who is this coming?
I don't know. But
oh, the one song got the last block party.
The block party?
I remember. Yeah, I remember.
I know what's going on. I know what's going on now. Yeah, she's sexy as a motherfucker. Yeah, I could tell you she's sexy. If you guys got some extra money to buy some hamburgers, you can stop in Just Poppin' at 1030 East 25th Street and get a glimpse. She's going to have a mini skirt, legs sexy as a motherfucker, hair going to be on her back. She's going to have a dimple, and she don't have a man. You guys stop in and shoot because Vern tongue going to be down
not
there.
Knowing who she was to knowing
I
she's
just now know who she is, right? You know, and Monday is a holiday, so you got an excuse to come to Just Poppin'. What did Ice-T call me?
Oh, Vernon's Day.
What did Ice-T call me?
A trick?
No. What did Ice-T call me?
What did he call?
There's only one thing for LA that Ice-T can call me. Yeah. President of L.A.
Oh, President's Day.
President's Day.
President's Day.
Hey, Whitey, what's going on, Mr. President?
Well, I don't know why. You might well start with Mayor Karen Bass ain't doing a good job. You might well slide.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be the mayor. I need to be the president.
Hey, you know why you be? You know why I know you be
Trump
better than?
pissed him off. That's
I'll tell you why you be better than Karen Bass.
Funds.
Karen Bass.
I bet if you was mayor, I bet we wouldn't have ran out no water.
Hell no, I would have made some gallons. Wait till you see this episode coming down. You know, I would have had some buckets. I would have had some buckets. I would have been spinning. I would have had some.
Hey, we would have had a line of them shit.
Hey, look,
going.
and I would have had a truck, right? I would have had a truck. It had those bottles, those 5-gallon bottles.
Yeah.
I had those motherfuckers sealed up on the truck. Sealed those motherfuckers out left and right. There wouldn't been no fire. Yeah. There's a whole lot of high motherfuckers. Because I would have had no motherfuckers gone. No motherfuckers would have been running and played. Smoking one of the wet ones. Woo, shit. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Forgive me. I didn't mean it like that.
They've been running in
But they would have had some wet when the whores would have been getting butt naked. Oh my God. It would have been sex all over LA. It wouldn't have been no fire. You know. You had to worry about no fire coming down. They be like, where the water at? The kids drinking it. You know, the kids got a sherm dipping like a motherfucker. They got some angel dust over here or some gold fast. They dipping weed. I'm like, ooh, look at these little savage bitches right here. Man, you bring me back to the early days of my life, boy. You know, it's more of this shit. You guys don't understand how this shit really go. When they start talking this water shit, well, I get high as a motherfucker. You know, I'll be like, wow.
Start sweating.
My girl tell me, come get my uncle. I said, come get your uncle. Where you at? I can go out there. The motherfucker right there by South Park. This nigga butt naked. He done painted his feet white and his hands white. He got a whiffle. He directed traffic. My uncle, he was directing traffic.
What, daddy?
I said, what am I? Go get it.
I remember one of my uncles one time came in off that shit and went to open up the refrigerator and pulled the whole fucking refrigerator down on him. And the nigga was under the refrigerator.
Hey.
Moved not one motherfucker.
Big shout out to Karen. Big shout out to Karen Bass. Don't worry, baby. I know you ain't had nothing to do with it. I know you didn't.
And they don't.
I know legislation. They cut all the funding for everything because they were stealing the money. And what they do, they steal money.
Miss Bass, why did you say, here come light your fire?
No, I won't, Miss Bass. My wife was.
He say, you know, he always had a crush on Esther Rose. He said, you kind of remind her.
Esther Rose. Wait, that's the.
Yeah, that's what he want to have with you, Miss Bass, a good time.
You know, I was thinking about the lady from Sanford and Son.
Yeah, oh, he liked her too. He had a crush on Esther too. LaWanda Page, he liked her too. He told her one day. He said, I turned your page.
I tell you the one I had a crush on, and my wife didn't like it was one bit.
Ooh.
Heart to heart.
Oh yeah, what's her name?
I don't know what her motherfucking name was.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Ooh. When she walked, my dick got hard.
Made you nervous?
I was like, hey, nice lady. Nice lady, give me a shot. And she was like, no. I said, why not? I got plenty of money. She said, I don't need your money, Whitey. I said, shit. But at the end of the day, big shout out to Karen Bass. Karen Bass, you're doing an excellent job. They trying to act like you're not. It's just the legislation up there in Sacramento. They cut all the funding for all your programs, and it fell on you at the worst time, and you got to pay for it, though.
So let me ask you this.
Her name was Stephanie Powell.
Okay. Miss Powell, I still miss you.
Hey, my crush was Wonder Woman. Boy, I used to love me some Wonder Woman.
Which one, the old one or the new one?
Both of them.
Xena?
Linda Carter.
I like the Xena.
You like the Xena? Woo, 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 woo. She be on. She probably whoop your ass, White.
What was your question?
He been smoking that shit in the house.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Look,
He like Esther Rose. You see how he lit up when I.
they trying to say that her and
Newsom.
Gavin Newsom messed up and was blowing up the dams. That's why we didn't have no water.
No, they. So I'm gonna protect both of them with no hesitation. Each congressman up in Washington, up in Sacramento, they have an assignment, and they try to put certain things in certain parts of their neighborhoods. And they got to cut certain things back to get the funding for it. So if you guys would have heard what Trump said like 5 years ago, that the field was too dry and they need to water it. That's what Trump said years ago, right? So when Trump got out of office, they went and finished cutting all those areas, their budget there. So the people didn't go down there and trim the trees no more or anything. It's just sat there dry. And when that area got burnt down, it just caught on fire and just went crazy. And then in the process of that, they also cut the water off also. Water and Power did that.
So they had.
Thing, and even you guys can maybe tell me if this is wrong or not, whatever. But they kept on saying they had some sort of deal or whatever to try to save some little fish
A smell.
that they thought was going to go extinct.
The smell.
So then they said they blew up 4 dams.
Nah, so the damn thing was not necessarily that. What it is that they had farms, and in the summertime, basically they collect this water for the farmers. What they did was he wanted them to release the water. They released the water, but they did that a while back because that's what they wanted to happen. And the farmers, it didn't benefit the farmers because when the summer came around, they didn't have no water.
What happened?
They're supposed to have that water, and it's only supposed to be used at a certain time during the summer.
Like what happened? They sold. It's a rich white couple. They
got all the water rights damn near. Man, them people.
Dams and stuff that the taxpayers built, they sold it to them.
Yeah, it's owned by a private company.
And they
it's
grow,
like Metro.
they grow pistachios.
And almonds and everything.
They grow, and they sold them our water supply. They say which was illegal because California built it with the taxpayers' dollar. I forget how they say it. Who sold it?
The government.
Somebody in the government did.
The legislation did.
Yeah, the legislation. They allowed it to be sold, and they had a.
And they say that's where the big water supply was at.
That's the one thing I think we do have to watch is like we know that they try to distract us, and man, when they distract us, they be pulling the wool over our eyes like they be slick.
I try to explain this to people,
Man.
and everybody be looking like, man, you retarded. Every time you get a ticket by a picture, it's not from California.
Arizona.
It's from Arizona.
They own.
So what is Arizona doing in
Processing
California?
Information.
No, not process. Us paying Arizona for running a light in California.
That's why the governor before Newsom, right?
Jerry Brown.
He said get rid of them because he said they were doing more damage because they say it would cause them more accidents because they say like cars know that camera there and they be going and they get ready to, they know it's going through, it's going to take a picture, they would slam on their brakes and it will pile up. And then he say we don't get no money out there because he said what they were doing is like.
And they was using them for illegal surveillance.
A ticket normally costs you $80 because Arizona owns the system, they getting the money, right? Yeah. So California will put all these penalty assessments. You look up an $80 ticket now $500.
That's crazy.
But that's how life is.
That's how it was.
And when you look at it, it's like you guys see all the high road workers. You see all the highway workers, right? And you be like, okay, they don't look like us. But you got to understand, the company that building the highway in California
ain't from here.
A lot of come from New Mexico.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You know.
They do. A lot of those companies do that.
Oh, you can get a job. They offered me one, start at $60 an hour, right?
Yeah.
But when I watched the film, show how many of them get killed per year because people be running through them things, man, not paying attention, and be running mugs over. I'm like, no, I don't think I want that when I seen that film.
To your point, though, like that's one of the things that they do. Like with the Clipper Stadium, if you ever drove by the Clipper Stadium when they were building it, it was a lot of people from out of the state. So like people from Utah. I was a contractor, so I know how it goes. Like we'll go, like say we get a big job, we bid on a job, we only got 70 people in our office. We're gonna pull people from other offices versus hiring somebody and training them to do a job. So
yeah, it depends on who gets the contract.
Right, yeah, a lot of the contractors do that.
They bids on it, 'cause like the company I work for, they travel. They're not from here. They based out of Colorado. Yeah.
But they probably work out here a lot, huh?
They Hanover. They call Hanover. Like all them buildings downtown. What they do, they got a lot of investors and stuff, right? So what they do, they build those buildings and they'll put Hanover on them, and then they sell them. So when they sell them, that's why you'll see, like, when they first build them, they'd be like Hanover over South Park, whatever. But then when they sell them, you'll see the name change on you. You'll be like, oh, somebody else got it. But that's what they build them to sell them.
I mean, that's a lucrative business, real estate, especially if you get in commercial. There's no way.
Hey, man, I'm kind of lost. How you guys all over the internet now?
I mean, because we do the work. You got to do the work.
You guys all over the internet.
You got to do the work.
Every time I look up, you guys with all the rest of those dudes now. And
you got to do the work.
You know, that radio station got 95.7?
97.
97.5. You know, that radio station you got. Man.
Oh, it's just the beginning.
Oh, man, I forgot.
I'm bringing the right track back.
I got tickets to the Kendrick Lamar thing, and I'm gonna have ways to give them, and to Beyonce little Cowboy Carter tour. So we got tickets to every date, and yeah, I know I want to do one of the giveaways at Just Poppin' because I got to do community stuff. So one of the things I do want to do
is backstage pass with Beyonce.
Man, I don't know. I got to see. I'm trying to work
hey,
press,
man, you know,
so I got every reason to be backstage.
Beyonce no more, right?
Jay-Z, Puffy, going to visit Puffy on that.
Hey man,
that's my wife twin. They got the same birthday.
Jay-Z, right? That's his name. Mm-hmm. I don't know about you. He catch you guys by that woman. He gonna fuck you guys up.
I'm not gonna front. My wife said I got wandering eyes, but my eyes would be wondering if she walked past me, and I would get slapped in the back of the head by either her or him. So,
man,
she's a beautiful person.
Only thing I know is you guys tripping.
Beyonce.
Your girlfriend. I mean,
she's beautiful.
She all right. I like Kelly Rowland better.
Kelly Rowland is, y'all like chocolate girls though. Kelly Rowland is pretty though. She is very pretty.
I like my wife.
I love my wife. I love my wife.
Clean it up.
He good. That boy don't want to get hit with a frying pan when he get home. He get the Al Green grits.
You got me sitting up here with two mama's boys.
Wait a minute. Time out. Before we started, Are We Still On, you wanted a Valentine's Day gift from one person.
No, I say for anybody.
Oh, now it's from anybody.
From anybody.
First you want to feel special. I want to feel special.
I'm going to be tomorrow. I'm going to be sitting at home.
Cutting your toenails?
No, looking like a rat eating an onion behind the stove.
Hey, ladies.
Me and DK go.
Ladies.
We gonna go buy us some candy.
Ladies.
And we gonna sit there and watch a movie.
Ladies.
And say we don't need nobody.
Ladies. This nigga. Ladies. If you guys have any time at 10:30 East 25th Street.
Stop by and bring your boys some candy.
Stop by. Vern eat tacos. Maybe a walking taco or a taco that I cook. You figure it out.
Taco, man.
Hey, I think he got me.
I just got that.
He got me and Dickie. Kind of mixed up. Yeah, I think he meant to say Dickie.
Listen, ladies. Listen.
Look, I mean, I ain't trying to be choosy, but I do like the candle at seeds.
Hey, ladies, listen.
This is why I need to be at Just Poppin' because I don't get to laugh this hard all day.
Listen, lady, is you yellow, you in. You in.
Like him like that.
Is your name start with a certain name? You really in. Is you bring some chocolate with you tomorrow?
From seeds.
Some seeds.
And it's got to have. I like all the. I can't say it like that.
I say it for
like all the nuts.
And ladies,
I don't like.
Ladies,
white people can't.
Ladies.
It got to be chewed.
Ladies.
Not the marshmallow.
Not the marshmallow.
The cherry. Tell nobody like that. Nah.
We don't want none of that.
Pause on the nuts, but we
Ladies.
got the almonds too.
Hey, ladies, listen to Whitey.
You know,
listen to Whitey. Ladies, listen to Whitey. Candy, chocolate.
I'm gonna go buy
with some strawberries and some whipped cream. He love it.
I'm gonna go buy my
Vern and DK love banana pudding.
Hey, banana puddings. Hey, if you want to show somebody you love them, come get you a damn banana pudding and take that to them with the strawberries on there, and it's gonna be fire.
If you bring your whipped cream with you, Vern gonna lick it for you. You can lick the spoon.
I'm gonna go stand in the line by myself and buy me some candy from Seeds for myself.
For yourself? You gonna treat yourself?
Man, I'm gonna treat myself.
You gonna take yourself to the movies?
I might, man, it's a good idea. Me and DK might go get us some Seeds candy and go to the movie.
He just threw DK in there. DK gotta go home. Yeah. Oh, damn.
Ladies, I'm going home. I don't eat whipped cream. I don't like strawberries, and I don't like chocolate.
You don't eat a lot
candy.
of stuff.
I do eat one thing. and she gonna,
walking tacos. You don't eat no walking tacos.
Cheeseburgers.
My wife's pussy is shaved, so it ain't nothing down there.
I said cheeseburger. I ain't said nothing. I say he eat cheeseburger.
I tell you like
But see, he gonna tell on himself.
I tell you this like this. See, if it walk, is it talk? You don't have to worry about Whitey touching that all. But if that motherfucker dead, it got to be dead. You know, and so you can really understand how fly I am.
I'm gonna give.
What's your daddy?
DK.
What did Philmo say?
Let Vern let her look down on here.
Hey, he say if it's dead, he eat it. I'm gonna give her some sleeping pills.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna give her some sleeping pills. I'm like, here.
My wife ain't gonna
You got it right here. I'm gonna give her some sleeping pills. Here, take these.
See, she knows she can't give me no pills, right?
Hey, say she has sleep pills. She say, she said, if you catch all five of these in your mouth, I'm gonna rock your world tonight. Cause all five. He say, hey, what was those? She say, sleeping pills.
Set you up. Take your ass to sleep.
So, in other words, what you said is, I won't know.
You would not be getting rocked tonight.
Hey, but I know this much. You got 3 phone calls, and you wasn't out of mission.
What is?
I don't know.
It was
I can't tell.
Omission or commission? Which one?
Recession.
Well, my transmission is bad. I'm slipping my transmission.
She told me that you could drive in reverse.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, we running out of time. It's been a pleasure as always, man. Y'all get to hear us do this shit.
I done did this shit this long.
Well,
I'm at Just Poppin'. I'm at Just Poppin'. I'm at the center that you would love to be at, the center of life. I got 2 players and another one across the hall. They be trying to figure out what Valentine is. I know what Valentine's Day is. Valentine's Day is spending some money. I don't have nothing to spend.
Tricking on
So
your
help you guys out. I'm helping you guys out right now. We are financially embarrassed at the present time. So if anybody's gonna spend some money, ladies, step up to the plate and help us out. We need a couple bucks. We fucked up.
Slide it this way.
We're financially distressed.
So what we gonna be?
They cut all our funding.
1030 East 25th Street. Drop your chocolates off by there.
Hey, where we supposed to listen to tomorrow?
Oh, 6 to 11. Power975.com. That's where I'm gonna be at.
Hey,
and you can listen directly on the website.
Look.
No, it's not 0.5. No, just 97.5la.com.
Okay.
Power 97.5.
97.5. But listen to this. It's time for me to go, right? You can put the girl in the car with you, get a shot of head, and hear the same radio show. It'll be marvelous. Try it out. We out of here. Just pop in. 1030 East 25th Street. This Whitey signing off.
Peace.